Hello everyone, hope you all are fine. Welcome to the English Academy. In this video, we are going to cover chapter 11 of the novel A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. This chapter is titled as Ramdas, and as soon we will explore the chapter, we will come to know that who Ramdas is, what is his purpose, and what is he going to add in the story of the novel. As he is a new character, so let us see that which character is this and from where does he come. Sarah Crew watches a beautiful sunset from her attic. As we all know that Sarah's new place for living is the attic of the seminary. She encounters Ramdas the Lascar, servant of the ailing Indian gentleman. So he is actually the servant of the Indian gentleman. Indian gentleman, if you remember, was the last chapter. Before it means chapter number 10, in which we came to know that an Indian gentleman came to live in the house that is next to Miss Minchin's seminary, and he is not doing well with his health. He is ailing, suffering, and he is also accompanied by his servant whose name is Ramdas. Ramdas crosses the rooftops to retrieve his master's escaped monkey. This is the purpose he came to Sarah's attic. His master's monkey, that's mean gentle Indian man's monkey, was gone. Escaped, and he wanted to get it back. Delighted, Sarah speaks to him in Hindustani, establishing an immediate warm connection. Sarah also knows to speak Hindi, and there is a reason behind it. If you remember that Sarah came from India, her father is captain in Indian Army. That's why he knew how to speak Hindi language. We find Sarah experiencing the beautiful beauty of a stunning sunset from the attic window, where she can see the vibrant colors. The attic offers her a moment of escapes as she observes the clouds transforming into fantastical shapes. It's during one of these magical moments that she notices a figure from the adjacent attic, Alaska, dressed in a traditional Indian clothing, who is accompanied by a small mischievous monkey. Sarah feels a kinship with the Lascar, sensing his homesickness, and exchanges friendly smiles which brightens his somber expression. One day, when Sarah was looking out from her attic window, she loved to watch out from the window because outside the window there are beautiful landscapes and scenes transforming of the clouds, uh, you know, uh, twinkling of the stars. So this was the same evening when she sees a Laskar. Laskar means a servant that came from India. He was dressed up in an Indian traditional cloth or attire, and this was a time when Sarah felt some relationship with him, and she started to talk to him. When the playful monkey escapes into Sarah's attic, she worries about how to return him without causing trouble. Speaking in Hindustani, the language she learned from her father, she gains the Laskar's respect and permission to help catch the monkey. This interaction reveals not only her compassion but also her ability to connect across cultures. Ramdas skillfully retrieves the monkey, showing gratitude towards Sarah for her kindness. Even though they came from vastly different backgrounds, this encounter deepens Sarah's reflections on her own past, and the stark contrast to her current life. So this is how Sarah had an interaction with the Indian gentleman's servant Ramdas when Sarah asked him to help him out in order to get the monkey back, and she started to speak in his language. So Ramdas felt so much respect and gratitude towards Sarah, and in this way they had their first conversation. It is a natural phenomenon that whoever if we meet someone who is not from the same background as we are, who does not speak the same language as we speak, but suddenly he started to speak our language, so we feel really proud, or we feel really good, and we started to helping him or her out, to the extent we can. So same happened with with Ramdas. Sarah's thoughts are dominated by the idea of her true identity as a princess, regardless of her tattered clothes and harsh treatment by Miss Minchin. As we all know that Sarah is not in a very good condition nowadays. She is living a miserable life because after her father's death, Miss Minchin has totally changed. Now she is not that much polite and humble towards Sarah. Rather, she has become cruel and unkind to her, right? But still, Sarah manages to feel or to imagine herself as princess. She draws strength from historical figures like Mary, who maintained her dignity despite her fall from grace. This inner resolve encourages Sarah to behave with grace even when mistreated. During a schoolroom incident with Miss Minchin, Sarah challenges the authority figure, daring to think aloud about her royal status and the implications it could bear for Miss Minchin's actions. When dismissed to her room, Sarah leaves behind a room of odd girls who begin to wonder if there might be more to Sarah than meets the eye. This chapter captures the theme of inner strength, identity, and the power of kindness and amidst adversity. Actually, what happened, let me simplify it for you. What happened one day, because everybody knows that Sarah feels herself like princess. Also, she does not show off or she does not show any tantrum like princess. But Sarah is the one who was asked to, to express her imaginations of being a princess. When she expresses her imaginations, everyone was so wondered and surprised, and they started to think if Sarah will really be a princess. So what would happen? On fine evening, when she can escape the kitchen unnoticed, Sarah climbs onto the attic table and puts her head and shoulders out of the skylight. The sky is the one thing the attic offers that the front rooms do not. She has memorized the weather patterns of the sky and watches the sunset with the analytical attention she gives to everything else. Tonight, the west is flooded with molten gold. From the next skylight, a sound, a chattering, a dark face appears, then the face of a small monkey beside it. The face belongs to Ramdas, the Indian gentleman's Laskar servant. Students, this is all about the recap of the chapter in which I am telling you that what happened that evening when Sarah was looking out from the window. So she sees an Indian servant who was traditionally dressed up. He's up on the slates looking at the sunset too, with his master's monkey pressed against his chest. He and Sarah see each other. She smiles at him. It has been a long time since she has had occasion to smile at anyone, and he smiles back with a warmth that makes her feel briefly less alone. The monkey breaks free, runs across the slates, jumps onto Sarah's shoulder, and drops into her attic. She catches him carefully and holds him while she works out how to get him back to Ramdas. Ramdas climbs across and retrieves him. When he does this, he sees the attic, the bare boards, the hard bed, the cracked basin with no fire set beside it. He does not say anything about what he sees. He thanks her and goes back across the slates. He is thinking about what he saw. Actually, when Ramdas came to Sarah's attic in order to get the monkey back, he suddenly saw Sarah's room in the attic, which was very bad, that contained the bare boards, the hard bed, the cracked basin with no fire set beside it. So this was the first impression of Sarah's room in the attic. It was such a bad place to live, you can say. No proper bedding, no proper facilities, no fire to light up, because attics are the topmost area of the house and they are quite cold, but still there was nothing to light up the fire. So Ramdas started to think about Sarah's attic and he felt a bit bad about it. So it was all from this chapter, Ramdas, in which we came to know that we have introduced a new character in the novel whose name is Ramdas and is Sarah's, Indian gentleman's servant. If you still have any query, you can ask me in comment section. Till the next video, take a very good care of yourself. Bye bye.